So growing up in West Texas, it's a pretty repressed culture. There's all these things, and especially as a woman, there's all these things that we're told to do. And some of those were getting married young, going to a Christian university, mine happened to be Church of Christ. So going to church, 3 times a week, being super involved in a youth group. And for me, a lot of that was acting like I was somebody that I wasn't. One of the stories that just really sticks out in my mind and that has been a big part of my life was I tried to do that. Like I tried to have that life. I tried to be that girl. Like I met a guy when I was at Abilene Christian University, and we dated and we moved fast because I'm like, this is what I should want. Like I should want to marry this preacher's kid. Like I should want to have the house with the white picket fence and the 3 kids and take care of him and be that perfect wife. And, all these things that I was told and that was so ingrained through this culture, I did it, or I tried to at least. And the crazy thing is I wanted to, like, I wanted so badly to fit in. I wanted so badly to want that. And so I made it happen. Like, this guy and we dated for about 3 months. We were married with under a year. We were divorced within like 10 months after that, because as soon as I got into it, I was like, what the heck am I doing? I even remember on my wedding day, I tried on my wedding gown, which I loved. That day, I put it on when I was about to walk down the aisle, and I had this moment of looking at myself in the mirror. And it took everything it had for me not to cry, because my sisters were in there, my family was in there, my sister who got married young, it was in this happy, amazing relationship. And I had all this love around me for what I was doing and supporting what I was doing. But I just remember looking myself in the mirror and being like, what the hell? Like this isn't me. Like, this isn't what I want to be doing. But I let that thought go out of my head right away. And of course I moved on with it. But as that next year with him went on, that's when my drinking really started picking up too. Cause I'm like, okay, if I can drink and be drunk, like I can handle this. I can, enjoy myself, or I can, tolerate this lifestyle that I had created because I thought it was what I needed to do. And honestly, I needed out. Like I needed a way out of it. And I broke this man's heart. I ended up having an affair on him. And even after that, he wanted to work it out. And I was like, shit, okay, that didn't work. So, I just had to like flat out tell him, like, this isn't what I want to do. I realized that you can't live in heaven with your demons. And this wasn't my heaven. Like this life with him and this life of, getting married young and popping out some babies and having the white picket fence and all of that, like that wasn't my heaven. And I had to come to terms with that. Like not only is there a reason why this isn't working and why it isn't my heaven, but why can't I have that? What is keeping me from finding that? And so for me in recovery and, unpacking these skeletons in my closet and these demons that I was holding on to, it gave me that freedom to like, what does Cathrine want? Like, what does anybody want? Like, what does that true heaven look like for me? And how do I get rid of these fucking demons? So the amazing thing that I have learned in recovery is I get to define what my heaven is. You get to define what your heaven is. We all get to define that. Those are the choices that we get to make for our future and for our happiness. Like, you do not have to do anything that you don't want to do. If it doesn't feel right in your heart and in your soul, that is okay. That is 100% okay. And as soon as I heard those words and someone just literally took me by the shoulders and told me that, like, it completely changed me, because my heaven can be so much more beautiful than I ever thought it would be. And I never gave myself that chance. And you can give yourself that chance too. We all can. And we all deserve to.